this. So what's good, everybody? Welcome to day 3 of the boot camp. Today we're going to pretty much go over some trades, go over the strategy a little more, and then answer some questions. So really quick, I want to ask you guys any questions you have so far. You guys have been able to trade for like a week now before we or since our last stream. So you guys should definitely have been able to kind of test it out, see how you feel about it, and gather some questions you have on the strategy itself. So go to ask those questions now, and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. I'm just waiting for the question. I haven't got no questions yet, so I'll wait. What is usually your take profit target? There's no, like I said, there's no target. You're gonna trail your stop loss all the way. No target. You don't have a set target. You trail your stop loss, and it goes for however long it goes on, or it goes for on a breakout. Been using those tight stop losses. It's been helping manage my trades better and position. Also been helping me get in and out. Nice. Is it a bad idea to trade tonight on Columbus Day? I'm trading. If there's a setup there, I'm trading no matter what it is. I'm always trading. I'll be there tomorrow trading NASDAQ, GJ tonight, whatever the case may be. Want to know how to take a trade even if it's not in session? I wouldn't take a trade unless it's in session. Personally, I think it's better that way. You're going to be a lot more strict with yourself. Sticking in one session is going to pay out. What are good pairs to trade in session besides GJ? That's all I trade. I can't really give you a lot of info because that's all I trade. When to stay out of bad markets? Yeah, if the markets are bad in general and they're not moving right, and you're not going to see a really solid breakout, no support, no resistance, no trend line breaks, you just don't trade. I'll see you tomorrow. It's as simple as that. You just don't trade that day. This year has been straight shorts. Would you wait on a breakout to take a trade on same candle or once the candle closes? I never wait for a candle to close on a breakout. Never. Always enter as it's breaking out, or you're going to miss a lot of pips. What time specifically during New York session do you catch your entries? It's random. Typically for me, it's like 6:30 a.m. Pacific time, which is exactly at open. That's when I typically catch most of my my trades for sure. But I'll wait too. Sometimes it won't happen till 7:30. What are the spreads in Athens markets for NASDAQ, for example? I have no idea. They're very tight though. I definitely don't know the exact number, but they're very tight. I trade mostly NASDAQ, so never have issues at all. What's the best pairs to trade during Tokyo session? During Tokyo session, I say CAD JPY, probably. I don't like trading Tokyo session no more though. What session did you trade in when you were flipping a It was pretty much the whole thing, the whole session. Literally from New York to Tokyo to London session. It was every session. The whole day, literally. How do you figure out when a New York session Forex pair has the most volume? You can't, I mean, just the way it's moving, I guess. You can't figure out if it has the most volume at this exact time, or it could pick up in 10 minutes. So there's no real way to kind of determine that. Have you ever get founded by a proper firm? No, I have not. Someone said there's no audio, but there's definitely audio because I've been talking this whole time and everybody hears me. What time specifically during New York session do you catch your entries? Again, it's just random. Okay. Share my screen. Wait, let me figure out where. Dang it. Boop. Oh, it's because it's full screen. Boom. All right. So I'm gonna go over this morning's trade. Okay, I took this trade on the NASDAQ signals room, and we all caught 1,000 pips after losing 250. So kind of show you guys what a loss and then a re-entry looks like. As you guys can see, I told you when I trade NASDAQ, typically I don't trail my stop loss and just go for as far as I can. I actually just go for 1,000 pips almost every day. I have found out that typically when NASDAQ drops, it hits around 1,000 pips before reversing, as you guys can see, almost to a T right here, 1,000 pips. And then we did get that reversal, came back down and reversed again. Okay, so what I saw this morning was very simple. Okay, just wanted to see a trend line break. Price was pretty bullish when I was looking at it, but I told myself that if price can break down below into the support zone / trend line zone, then I will personally start looking for sells because price is pretty much bearish at this point. I think market structure switching to the bearish side. So as price did start to break through this support / this trend line at the same time, took my short position as it came down to here. My original short position was supposed to get hit up here. Okay, so I would not have lost if I would have entered here. I missed it. It wouldn't let me enter at first. Unfortunate. But as price came down to this zone, more confluence, I took my sell position. This one I had a higher stop loss than usual because I entered late and I knew price could probably retrace a little bit. It did retrace, took me out for 250. But as this exact candle came back down to my entry zone, I entered again for another sell. Price kind of came back. This candle right here is actually not where it hit, at least on Athens. It ended up coming down into this zone. It did not get hit up in this zone. I mean, it didn't get hit either way, but this candle really only came to like right here. So I don't know why on TradingView it's showing that it went so high, but on the broker it was like down in this area. So either way, it didn't hit stop loss, but if it did on here, even if you had it right here, it really only came to this zone. So kind of like a weird TradingView glitch on this this trade in particular. But either way, came back down 1,000 pips. Super simple, as you guys can see. Just a breakout trade. Very simple, just a breakout trade. That's it. Okay. Day before that, which would have been actually last Friday. Okay. Very simple trade again. Price is obviously trending to the downside. We're making a lot of bearish moves. We're breaking through support zones. We're breaking through trend lines. We're just going down. Now, as price comes down, we actually have a little bit of a retracement and we create support. Now, as price created support in this zone, if price started to break through the support zone, I'm taking my sell position. Price does. It breaks through my support zone. Enter right here. Nice little 260 pip stop loss. 1,000 pip take profit. And I held. And eventually, take profit was smashed. So it's very simple how we trade, guys. It's just breakouts. Again, it's just breakouts. Now, when it comes to the trailing of a stop loss, of course, we're going to have our stop loss, right? Let's say we take our sell on this break of this trend line. As price is coming down, we're just really just following with our stop loss. Not too close, but close enough to we're still going to catch a lot of pips if it does reverse. Okay. When we do stuff like this, and let's say in this example, price does continue to drop and we're trailing our stop loss. If we trail our stop loss perfectly, we're not too aggressive and we keep about half a candle back on each candle, potentially on a move like this, you could catch, 3,000 pips. Like it's really that easy. Okay. So it's very important you trail your stop loss. It's very important that you it's important you trail your stop loss. It's important that you get an entry on the break instantly as it's breaking out. You don't wait for candle to close. If you would have waited for this candle to close, you would have lost everything. You wouldn't even probably wanted to enter right here. So you get in while price is coming down. In both these examples, you potentially could have lost out and missed out on if you would have waited for candle. Boom, 700 pips. Or in this example, if you would have entered here, but instead you wait for candle close, boom, 300 pips. So get in there with that actual break. Get in there with momentum. Okay. You prefer trailing stop loss on 1 minute or 5 minute? Either way, it's going to be a successful strategy for you. But 1 minute, I like to use a 1 minute a lot because you can trail your stop loss more aggressively because it is every candle is a minute. You can actually like really sit there for 10 minutes and watch 10 candles form. So it's a little bit more interactive. It's a lot more fun to trade like that. But 5 minute, 1 minute, it doesn't matter. Either way, trail your stop loss. You're going to catch, 1 to 5s to 1 to 15s, 1 to 70s I've even seen on here. So it really just depends. But imagine you catch a 1 to 20, you can then lose 20 trades in a row and still be broke even. So super, super duper positive way to trade. Okay. Yeah, very positive way to trade. Any questions on what we've talked about so far? How do you draw the support accurate rather than entering too early and getting wicked out? It's not about drawing the support accurately. Okay. I mean, realistically, it's the same thing every single time, right? For example, support is support. Resistance is resistance. You want to go to that majority spot. Now, what I mean by that is, I could go to a better example, honestly, probably in this one. But literally, the majority of the wicks are hitting where, right? The majority of the wicks are hitting in this example, this area, right? So this is the area, but I'm not going to go for where the wicks are hitting. I'm going to go for where closer to kind of where the bodies are. Where's the average body at in this support zone? Right here. So if we take the average body and the average wick, and we kind of go for the median, you're going to find yourself in the middle, right about here. That's it. That's really all there is to it. The median of both candles and wicks, the area, okay? The area here is in this area. We're not going to draw, our trend line here. Oh, we need to break these wicks because the wicks are really not that important. It's the bodies that need to be broken. So if we just take the median of both, find ourselves in the middle, we'll wait till that area gets broken. So as this candle would have been down in this area, we would already take our sell position because we're outside of that median zone. You understand what I'm saying? If your stop loss gets hit, would you re-enter the trade if the price continues to move in the right direction? Yes, and that's exactly what I did today in the first example that I showed you. For how long have you been scalping this way? Breakouts, I'll say probably a year. It's been about a year now. I've traded different ways previously, and I was successful, and I made decent money trading those ways as well. A lot of momentum as well, but not necessarily mixed with these breakouts. Okay, now this is really up my game. This is why I've been making a shit ton of fucking money. Still made money back then, but this is real trading right here. This has just been unreal. You use a real stop loss or mental stop loss? I would definitely recommend you use a mental stop loss. If price starts to reverse up in this area, just close the trade mentally. You don't have to have a physical stop loss because you might see, like with NASDAQ, it will shoot up real quick and then shoot down. You'll know if it's starting to actually become a reversal opposed to just a quick boop, boop, right? Just like a quick and then shoots down. You'll know when it's like, okay, now it's now it's starting to push. So then you want to close that trade. Okay. After being in your signal room for October, I've been winning my trades. Thank you. Learned so much from you. I appreciate that. What is the max percentage you trade with? Would you trade more percentage if you see the candle forms in your wanted direction? I try not to. I try not to risk too much, but sometimes I do risk more than I would on a regular trade or whatever the case may be. It has nothing to do with, what the candle forms in what way. It has to do with how I'm feeling about that, the movement overall, how I'm feeling about that day, stuff like that. But it's not like, okay, it's forming a certain way. Let me just, risk 20%. Okay. Now, turned $120 into $1,300 last week using your signals on GJ and NAS. That's dope as fuck. Okay, that's awesome. Now, I want to go over the minute time frame on GJ real quick. Give me 1 second. Um, Mama, is there anything in particular that helped you build that confidence in your trading? I think honestly, just doing it so much, constantly and constantly trading and just always trading and all that good stuff. Pretty much just it gave me confidence because eventually you're not nervous anymore because you can't be nervous when you've just lost so much for 2 years straight or whatever the case may be. Eventually it just clicks and it's like, okay, your mindset switch. Not everybody, by the way, but my mindset switched and I was like, I gotta just do this. Okay. Now we're on the 1 minute time frame right now. It's gonna be the same thing. I want to actually look at GBP NZD. Okay, something we don't look at or talk about that much. Okay, I gotta go back further though because we did do quite a few examples on here. Okay. Now, same process, right? It's always the same process. If we look at if we look at where price is overall on GBP NZD, as you guys can see, we're in a bullish market structure. All we need to see from this bullish market structure, because remember, we're on the bullish time frame. Oh, we're on the 5 minute chart. It doesn't matter. 1 minute, 5 minute, either way. We're seeing bullish market structure. We're going up. How simple does it have to be? We're going up. Oh, sorry. I was reading one of somebody said in the chat. It's been a rough day. Bullish market structure means we need to see a resistance. Obviously, we're not going to look for a support break because that means we're going to the downside. And I'm not trying to dumb it down, but some people need a little extra guidance here. Trend line's going up, market structure's going up. We just need to see the resistance break. That's it. As price breaks this median zone, which I have already marked up the median zone. And again, I'm going to go over it again. Look at the wicks, look at the bodies. Here's all the bodies. Here's all the wicks. Let's find that median zone. We can even go more towards the middle, right? We can go more towards the middle. You want to play it safe? Let's play it safe. Boom. More towards the middle. When that price breaks, man, you got to get in this trade. So as price starts to come here, not on the candle close, while the candle is moving, take that long position right there. Okay. Tight stop loss. If this reverses down into the stop loss zone, you get out anyways. It doesn't matter. Infinity take profit because we're just going to trail our stop loss. Okay. Which session can we trade GP NZD? I've had good luck with it on all sessions, really. This is one of those pairs that I have traded during Tokyo area, and I've had pretty good luck with it. Even after New York session, going out of New York, I've had good luck with it. I haven't traded it during London before. I haven't tried to though. We can see where we're at here though. See, so we're coming through New York session. It's actually the end of New York session, getting ready to start Tokyo session. Okay. Now let's take that trailing stop loss. This is going to be our stop loss right here for now on. I'm going to make that red. This is our stop loss. Okay. Price goes up. As you guys can see, having an actual stop loss would have stopped you out there. If you have a mental stop loss saying that price has to actually start moving this way with certainty, then you're probably still in this trade. Okay, let's say it did come down and you get stopped out or you took a 2 pip loss. As it's coming back up, you got to re-enter that trade. Okay, now as price goes up, we're going to trail our stop loss. Not a lot of movement here. I probably won't move there. We're only up a couple pips. And I want to wait for price to really do something. Again, stopped out here. Let's say that you got stopped out here, but it's still rejecting that support zone / that breakout zone. You re-enter that trade. So that's fine. We got stopped out. We re-entered that trade on the close of this candle because it's still respecting that. Now check this out. We were rewarded heavily here with a major bullish candle. So we might have lost a couple pips there, but let's go ahead and move our stop loss up into this area. I'm not going to do half. We'll do a little bit more than half because of how much it's moved. And we're going to continue to let that play out. Okay. Now live on this candle, as it's coming up into this area, I'll probably end up moving my stop loss, kind of chasing it like that. And then eventually on that way down, I probably would have lost right there. Not lost, but it would have stopped me out. It's hard for me to show you guys, live because these candles just happen fast. Just the replay mode. I can't actually show you guys as it's going up in this 5-minute time frame. But let's say up in this area, we start to go really high up. I'm going to move my stop loss while the candle is moving. I'm not only moving my stop loss on the close of candles, but I'm going to move them as they're moving, especially if they're moving like this, like major pips per second. So let's say it came back and it stopped us out. That would have been a 1 to 11. So yes, we lost a 2-pip loss, and maybe you took 2 losses. Maybe when it came down, you got scared, got out, re-entered, lost right here again. So you lost 4 pips, 5 pips. Re-enter again, and now you caught 26 pips, which is still a 1 to 5. But a 1 to 11, nonetheless, very simple trade. It's such an easy strategy that it's hard for me to keep showing you examples, but it's such an easy strategy. Really, it really is. It's trend line breaks, support or resistance breaks, while in bullish or bearish market structure. It doesn't get any simpler than that when it comes to trading. Okay. We can look at gold. We can see what gold's done this week so far on the 5-minute. Trending down hard, super hard. I told you guys I like to trade gold during Tokyo area, but it's a slow night. So see, it's been very, very, it's not moving the best, to say the least. Okay. So keep that in mind. Yeah, it's just not moving good. I don't like to trade gold right now. I told you guys this. It's for reasons like that. Okay. I can show you guys some 1-minute examples. Which pair is also good to trade in London session? For example, when is there strong GBP news? GBP NZD, probably. I just haven't tried it. What percentage would you recommend to risk as your account grows? I recommend 5% for any account size, no matter how grown your account has kind of done, growth that your account has had. I really honestly just recommend 5% per loss and try to go for 20-30% wins. So 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 6. Right? I mean, it's not hard. I'm showing you guys how to do it. It's not hard at all. So let's say price has a drop like this, right? We have a drop like this, and then price starts to come back up. What a lot of people are going to do is going to push the markets down even more. Is a lot of people are going to buy in this area. The reason people are going to buy in this area is because they're assuming price dropped very heavy here, and now it's coming back up. Price is probably going to come back up because it just dropped so much. It sounds stupid, but trust me, a lot of like IML students or people who are barely learning, they like to go against the trend. They like to say, hey, it's going to reverse because it already dropped so much. You want to buy super low, sell super high. I mean, it's the same thing you hear all the time in like those basic camps. Okay. Now, as price comes down and you see something like this, where price is actually, in fact, retracing, it's a perfect time to find a breakout. We see prices trending to the upside. So let's draw our trend line and let's find a breakout. If this breaks, then price is probably going to drop even more. A lot of people here are going to buy. A lot of people are going to buy in this position. Give or take, there's also a support on the 15-minute that people are going to buy, right? You have more confluence. If you really want to go to higher time frames, there's a good support on the 15-minute time frame, which a lot of people do use, right? So that's another reason to sell, because This is pushing buyers, right? This is causing more buyers, which means what? The banks are going to actually flood the markets to hit people's stop losses. So again, we don't want to trade with everybody. We want to trade with the banks. So we could take our short position here. We got lots of confluence telling us what to do. Same thing. We just run it just like this. Maybe we go break even. Maybe we go 1 to 2. Just start chasing it. It's that fucking simple. Just start fucking chasing it. Came back and got us. Oh fucking well. We hit a 1 to 9. Boo hoo. Can't complain. So again, even though we have a strong push to the downside and a little retracement, we're going to look to take a sell position on the break of this mini trend or support, whatever you end up seeing. You could probably take a support break here as well. If you take the average, boom, same thing. Either way, same thing. Trail your stop loss. Catch a 1 to 9. And you're going to be in good position for the rest of the week. If you're risking 5% on a loss right here and you catch a 1 to 9, let's do some simple math real quick. 9 times 5. You just gained 45% on your account, only risking 5%. If you have a $100,000 account and you risked 5K right here, you just made $45,000 on this trade. Like literally let that sink in. 45 grand made on a 100K account on this one trade, only risking 5,000. And now moving forward, keep risking 5,000. You can now lose 9 trades in a row to be break even, and you're not going to lose 9 trades in a row. So one thing I want you guys to remember is even if you have a loss, right? You take a loss, okay? You take 3 losses. Don't give up, because all you need is that one big 1 to 10 risk to reward trade that you're going to get eventually to put you in profits. Okay, you shouldn't be taking 5, 6, 7 losses in a row, because that means you're just chasing trades. But yeah, that's how simple it is. MFF, which is I think my Forex funds, contract size is different. Use 20 lots. I know it seems a lot, but it's only 1%. I don't understand. With MFF challenge, I have a 100K challenge. What do you think my lot size should be? I don't know. I don't know what lots, how they work with that, because somebody just said that it's different. I don't know. How many losses can we take in a day? You can take as many until your account's gone physically, but I would recommend that if you already took 2, 3 at the most losses in a day, you stop for the day. The markets suck. Come back tomorrow. Everyone's always asking me to do US 30. So I'm going to go on US 30, take a look at it. Mama, what's the best psychological advice to overcome continuous losses? Just understanding that, you know, there's trades like this waiting for you that you're going to hit if you do it the right way. Try your stop loss the right way. So if you take 4 losses in a row and you catch one of these, you're still up with a 1 to 5. You're still up 25, 30 grand. If you 100K, you're risking 5%. Let's say you're following that rule. So you lose 4 trades, you're down 20 grand, but then you make 45 grand on this trade. That's the best advice I can give you. Remember that 1 good trade, 2 good trades are still there. Okay. Just don't force things. US 30. Oh, I have not looked at US 30 in a very, very long time. Probably looks exactly like NASDAQ though. So okay. So again, I'm trading this during New York session. Super, super fucking clean setup right here though. This is so clean. Trend, right? We got market structure saying we're going up. That's a simple thing to find. Look at this fucking resistance zone. That is the cleanest resistance zone I've ever seen. As price starts to break my overall resistance zone on this candle here, taking my long position right about there. Okay, you know I'm going for about 1,000 pips. And this one really moves and points hard, but that is so beautiful. Can you make a live execution at some trade during London? I don't know what you mean. Oh, the kill zones also. Right. This is Tokyo. When you go into the red, when you go into the yellow, this is London session. Okay, 12 o'clock at night PST. And then this right here, the gray, is the start of New York session. Okay. Keep looking at this though. Oh, look at that. I remember taking this trade on NASDAQ. So it's so similar. Very, very similar. Price came down hard. Came back, created that retracement. Like I said, a lot of people are going to buy here. So it's going to push. So it's going to push the markets even lower. So as price starts to break on this candle, I'm going to take my short position right around that median. You see, you got to have a 25. This is very tight though on US 30 right here. Very tight. So I think this gets stopped out here. Yeah, it came back, would have got stopped out. Now, if we look at NASDAQ, you see what I'm saying? If you look at NASDAQ, we didn't get stopped out. We didn't actually break my zone until this one, this candle. I'm not going to say it's going to happen every time on US 30, but I'm just saying in this instance, we get stopped out on US 30. We don't get stopped out on NASDAQ. More data. Okay. Here's the open right here. Realistically, I mean, this is okay. But I probably want to see it break a little higher. Take my long position on this candle here. Following my basic rules. Actually worked out. Not bad. I also would have been pretty much having this marked up as well. So I would have had both. Okay, I have both. Whatever hits. If this price breaks down under in this area, I'll take my sell. If price reverses, we have bullish market structure above this resistance zone, I'll take my buy. Either way, I'm looking for something each day, whether it's a sell or whether it's a buy. Okay. It's that simple. So here, I'd be looking for either a break to support or break at this trend line. We got to break the trend line. It's actually a beautiful trade as well. We took a long position as it was breaking out here. Oh, way too high there. Where's 100? And this brings me back to my point, right? If you would have trailed your stop, like right here, going to catch 1,000 pips. Now, if you would have trailed your stop loss and been not too aggressive with it and had a tight stop loss, you potentially literally could have caught as this was coming up. You're trailing your stop loss. Let's say you get stopped out right here on this reversal. In this area, you could have caught 3,350 fucking pips, 1 to 14 risk to reward. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? Like, this is why trailing your stop loss is very, very important. Yes, I think it's good for the understanding of all processes. If you make a lot, oh, do live trading. I see what you're saying. Do you risk less on counter trend trades? Not pretty much just risk the same with everything almost. The only time I'll change how much I'm risking really is if a lot of news. If there's a lot of news and the markets are kind of whatever, then I won't risk as much if I'm not as confident. Okay. But counter trend, regular trend, trend line break, support break, I'm risking the same. Typically, if it's a normal day and the markets are good. Yep. don't know why I'm so tired. I feel fucking exhausted for some reason. Will the Nas group be continuing for the rest of the year? I don't know. We're killing it in there, making a lot of money, but I'm tired waking up so early every day. Like, there's some days where I don't want to wake up early and trade, so I'll just sleep. But when I do signals, I want to make sure I trade every day, which is cool because I'll make even more. I make more money. Literally, when I do signals, I make more money, not just because of signal group, but because I'm literally up every day trading, catching major pips. So, yeah, the baby does got me feeling drained. Oh God. Damn, I don't hear what you said about trading on Memorial Day. I trade on any holiday if the markets look good. If the markets look good, I trade on any holiday. If the markets look like shit, whether it's a holiday or not, I'm not trading. It's the same thing. Um, Someone wants to look at CAD JPY, so we can look at CAD JPY now. CAD JPY I'm trading during only Tokyo session, which just started not too long ago. Okay. It's pretty ugly, but we probably would have taken a sell here. Price starts to come out of this trend line, consolidation trend line. It's a good bearish candle. So as price comes out of here, take our short position. Nice tight stop loss. Same thing as usual. Okay, price came back up. I would not have closed this trade mentally unless price closed and starts to move up, but this is nothing. So I'll hold this trade. Start to trail my stop loss a little bit. Okay, I like how price is moving. Oh, I'll probably not go that tight. Maybe a little bit. Give it a little bit of it didn't matter. So right there on that stop out, we still catch a 1 to 3. Not a bad trade, 1 to 3. But you see how CAD JPY moves like 2 pips, 8 pips. I mean, even if you catch a pretty big move here, you're catching like 20 pips, which again, you just adjust your lot sizes. I can do 100 standards on here to make up for, not being GJ. Things like that. But not everybody can do that if their account sizes are not the hugest. So that's why I always recommend you start coming and learning. You should stick to GJ. Once that account starts to grow, then you start getting on NASDAQ. Yeah. What time should we tap in for GJ signals? They're a little bit before London session. I'll probably get up at like 11 p.m. Pacific time, which is 2 a.m. Central. Yeah. Taxes are taxes. Like if you're making all profit with trading, like let's say you have a $10,000 account, right? And you're bringing in about 6K a month. You just got to pay your trading taxes. There's really nothing to it. The way Forex works is a little different. The way that my person kind of words it, you pay long-term and short-term. You pay like long-term holding on 40%, I think. No, 60%, and short-term on 40%. It's something weird, but realistically, you're paying a good percentage on trading. You just got to pay your taxes. You have to. Of course, there's ways around it. You can take crypto that you get paid out in and send it to a certain account or try to buy things in crypto, whatever the case may be. But if you want it to hit your bank and stuff, just pay your taxes on it. We all pay our taxes on it. Athens withdrawals, no, only crypto. It'd be cool if you could send it straight to your bank, but yeah, right now I have to actually go from Athens to Coinbase, and then from Coinbase to my bank. There's no just straight from there, which a broker should come out with that. That'd be pretty cool. I'm not saying I'd switch and promote them, but I'm just saying that'd be pretty cool if you could go straight to from your bank account. That'd be handy dandy. start paying taxes once we pull out the first 10K. You're gonna pay taxes on whatever your profits are regardless. Yeah, you're gonna pay taxes on whatever it is. It's not once you pull out that first 10K, it's once you pull out that first $1,000, you're paying taxes on it. But do we got any more questions? Do we have any more questions before we get off? It's not there's not a lot more to go over tonight, especially because it's just Monday. I like to go over a couple of the trades we took and then kind of go over some live examples. But there's not a lot to go over tonight. But what if you lose it the next day? So you'll actually only pay on profits, right? So it's hard to explain. I'm not a tax professional. I don't know how to word it because everybody does taxes differently. But losses, when you take losses, right, that helps go against the taxable income on the wins. However, again, if you have a 10K account and you make 100K, lose, or you turn the 10K into 30K, then turn 30K into 20K, regardless, when you withdraw that 20K or 10K, you have to pay taxes on all of that. So it's kind of difficult. It's not like it's not the same as stocks at all. It's all taxed differently, but you pay a lot in taxes pretty much. There's no, and I could be wrong, but I don't know of any way to create an LLC and business. It's not business though, it's trading, and you have to be honest. Well, you don't have to be. I guess you can do whatever you want, but yeah, I definitely think that we're gonna do some live trading because I'm kind of like running out of ways to explain this. I think that we are gonna do some live trading on some live streams coming up, so look forward to that because something just fell. Because I don't know what else to really go over. 7 days is a bit much, so let's do some live trading, go over some trades, some real trades, stuff like that. Because yeah, it'll be during New York though. Yeah, I'll announce it tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do a regular live stream, announce it, and then the next day we'll probably go live and go over some trades. But yeah, appreciate you guys for being here tonight. We'll talk tomorrow and we'll figure out how we're gonna do everything. All right. I can't find the end of the report. Right, there it is.